What a time to be alive, folks. Uh, I'm sorry if you can hear the TV from the other room. My granddad is watching some wrestling, and I'm not gonna tell him to stop. I want him. I want him to enjoy himself, of course, as we all should, with our families, with our friends, and with the people we care about. So welcome to another episode of whatever the fuck this is. Well, of course, it's still the book, The Overthinking Cure by Nick Crenton. If you guys have been watching from before, welcome back. If you guys are new, and I hope there are new people here to watch, welcome. And I hope you'll stay. So, this chapter is entitled Kinds of Distance and How to Create Them. There are many ways to get wrapped up in a strong and engrossing situation. Imagine you're upset after having a fight with your partner. Your body is filled with stress hormones and your heart is pounding. Your head is racing with thoughts and you feel chaotic and disorganized. Your feelings are all over the place, and all you can focus on is how hurt and alarmed you feel. Okay, now what? The first type of distance you can help yourself create is spatial, i.e., distance in space. This is obvious. You're upset and overwhelmed in your shared home, so leaving the house for a while and taking a walk can give you the shift in perspective you need. But you can also achieve the same result by just changing the room you're in, your proximity to a person, or your bodily position. For example, stand up if you're slouching. You could simply imagine a different location and see how this changes your view on things. Yeah, I could relate to this. There are times where I feel angry, overwhelmed, stressed out by a situation, by people, or by just things around me. So what I usually do is I go for a walk. I go outside, just just touch grass and shit. I I just walk it off around the neighborhood, around when I was still in another city studying in college. I'll take a walk around campus or outside campus or around downtown and shit. Just walk, man. I don't even ride jeepneys. I don't even take taxi cabs, of course. Those are hella fucking expensive. I just really walk. That is my free therapy. Yeah, that's my free therapy. So, alright. Moving on. You could also gain social distance. This is a more abstract distance between yourself and another person or people. So even if you stayed with your partner in the same home temporarily, you might find yourself gaining a sense of distance by formally breaking up. For example, just an example. Temporal distance is distance in time. When we're feeling reactive, anxious, or overwhelmed by strong emotion, time seems to stop and we lose the ability to clearly think about the future clearly. But if you can slow down and remind yourself of the future consequences, or remember that the present moment is not going to last forever, you give yourself some breathing room in time. In our example, you could actively tell yourself, I'm upset right now, but I'll sleep on it and I know I'll be thinking more clearly tomorrow morning. This broadens perspective and brings some calm. Finally, hypothetical distance is simply the space we make for ourselves when we imagine that the situation in front of us could possibly be different. This is a big deal. If we can simply acknowledge that there is an option. Fuck me. We simply acknowledge that there is an option to experience something different than what we're currently experiencing. We are no longer trapped in a moment and can start to think of alternatives. I'm a bad reader. We are no longer trapped in a moment and can start to think of alternatives, solutions, or creative ways forward. For example, perhaps you are standing there having a loud shouting match with your partner, and you suddenly realized, wait, it doesn't have to be this way. Maybe I could deal with this argument in a different way than I usually do. Maybe I could calmly remove myself and take a few deep breaths. This puts you straight into a proactive mindset and will dramatically lower your anxiety. In a way, all distance is created on the back of the realization that the current situation could be different than it is, and you can make it different. Having perspective on a problem and viewing it from a distance doesn't magically make problems go away or difficult feelings vanish, but it does allow you to temporarily get bigger than those problems, rather than have them overwhelm and swallow you. The problem remains the same, but when you can see it from different angles, and when you can retain a degree of awareness, you will instantly feel calmer about it. And with this calm, you can access more options. So basically, just you need to stay grounded. You need to stay in the moment, even when it is chaotic, especially when it's chaotic and everything seems to not go your way. You feel like everything is against you, people are against you, but that's just how you feel. That's not really what's happening. And even though if that is the case, if it is actually happening that everything and everyone is against you, deciding based on your emotions, deciding on that moment while you're angry, upset, sad, it's not gonna result in good things. 9 times out of 10. You're just gonna be so pissed off that you're gonna say something worse, or say something that's gonna make things worse, or gonna do something that is actually gonna make things worse. So yeah, creating distance is just pausing for a moment or for a period of time and just letting yourself feel all of those emotions, letting yourself reorganize your thoughts. And when you feel calmer, when you feel ready, then you could come back to that situation and then make a decision, whatever that may be. So yeah, I think that is a really good advice. I think a lot of us should be creating space more often than not. A lot of us should not decide based on our emotions and all that shit from before. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here, and maybe tomorrow I think I'm gonna try uploading more videos like this. Sorry if I haven't been uploading a lot, especially these kinds of videos. I don't know if there are actually people out there who who genuinely enjoy this, but I'm still keep on doing this. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. That's it. Bye.
Please, I'm begging you.